Welcome to a growth mindset presentation by Jenny, Marcy, and Stephanie. This presentation will answer: what is growth mindset? How do fixed and growth mindset differ? What does the language of growth mindset sound like? How to provide constructive feedback and praise, and how to implement growth mindset in the classroom. Mindset, a set of beliefs or a way of thinking that determines one's behavior, outlook, and mental attitude. Mindset explains why brains and talent don't bring success and how they can stand in the way of it. Why praising brains and talent doesn't foster self-esteem and mindset, but jeopardizes them. Let's compare the fixed mindset and the growth mindset in 5 areas: skill, challenges, effort, feedback, setback. The fixed mindset tells us that we are born with a certain skills and nothing you can do can change that. A growth mindset says that the skills can be developed. True talent is developed with hard work. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. He will be the first to tell you that his success was from hours and hours of practice, hard work, and determination. If the fixed mindset had prevailed, we may have never had Air Jordan. When faced with challenges, the fixed mindset will only attempt the challenges they know they will be successful at and are fearful that their lack of skill will be revealed. The growth mindset person will face challenges head-on with the knowledge that they will grow and learn regardless of outcome. In the award-winning animation entitled Strings, we see a young student rise to the challenge of befriending another child with very limited physical abilities by using strings, taking the time and ingenuity to be a friend. Fixed mindset tells us that if you are really good at something, it should be effortless. The growth mindset says effort is essential to mastery. Becky Sauerbrunn is considered one, if not the best, women defensive soccer players in the world, but that wasn't always the case. She was cut from the women's national team in 2008. After playing in her first national game, the coach had told her that she wasn't ready to play on the national level. Becky could have made excuses or given up, but she took the opportunity she had to grow and improve her skills. The fixed mindset and growth mindset also see feedback differently. The fixed mindset might be insulted and not willing to take the criticism. The growth mindset uses the feedback to improve their skills. John Wooden, famous basketball coach who took UCLA to national championships, his method of coaching didn't involve multitude of praise or negative criticisms, but over 50% of his comments were simple instructions. A person with a growth mindset has the ability to take those comments to improve their skills, not take them as personal insults. Setbacks are hard for everyone. Someone with a fixed mindset might find it more difficult to overcome. The growth mindset works harder. It is difficult to believe that a band as famous as the Beatles had any setbacks, but they did. It is important to remember that most people do not have one mindset or the other, but could have a combination of both, the fixed mind and growth mindset. Maybe you have a growth mindset when it comes to practicing to prove a skill, but you crumble when faced with criticism or a setback. It is important to know that your own personal strengths and weaknesses when it comes to a fixed or growth mindset, especially when you are encouraging a growth mindset in others. Why is it important to allow students to struggle? Without the ability to struggle, life becomes very limited. A fear of struggling may stop students for trying something new or something they aren't 100% certain they will be successful at with ease. So how do we help our students not just cope with struggle, but to thrive with it? The following activity gives students the opportunity to struggle in a safe environment.
Okay, so you are going to make the same thing that I made. You can look at it, you can get up and move around and see it from any side, but you can't touch it. Okay, you can talk to each other, but don't tell each other how you're figuring it out. Okay, you understand what to do? What are you wondering?
Does it have to be like perfect?
No, it does not have to be perfect. Just do the best you can, okay? All right, go. Here, go back and sit where you were, though.
Yeah, I don't get that part. Wait, how do you get to do that? This is hard. Other side. Okay, I'm done. Oh, look at mine.
Okay, so did you finish it? Did you figure it out? Is it the same?
No.
Not the same?
No.
Was it hard?
Yes.
I heard you say that it was hard and it was confusing and that you were done. Is that what you said? Yeah. Was there anything else you were thinking about when you were doing it?
I was wondering what it is.
Okay, and I'll tell you about that in a little bit. Anything you were wondering?
How do you do it?
Okay. You just couldn't quite figure it out?
How did you do that?
So when you couldn't figure it out, what did you do?
Just tried to do it.
Okay, good. What if, like, a football player who was playing in a game said, "This is hard"? What would happen?
You would give up.
Uh-huh. Do you think that's what, like, professional football players do? Do you think
No,
they give up if it's hard?
If they say if it's hard, they just keep on doing it.
Oh, okay. And what about if, like, you were working on a math problem or something at school and it was hard? Would you just say, "I'm done"?
No, or the teacher would get mad.
Oh, okay. So what would you do?
I would just keep on trying.
Okay. Until you figured it out? Okay. Good. All right.
We recorded the language the girls used as they were working. This gave us the opportunity to discuss challenges and how they felt during this activity. We also talked about how others might approach similar challenges of their own. Life is full of frustrating situations that often appear too difficult to overcome, but everyone has different strengths, and as a result, we all face different challenges. The one thing we have in common is that we all struggle at some point in our life. If students can start to reflect on the language they use about themselves at a young age and choose a better path, it is likely that their lives will be more productive and fulfilling. "I can't do this" versus "I can do this, I just haven't figured it out yet." Or "He's smarter than me because he's already finished" versus "I wonder if there's anything I can learn from this approach." "I give up" versus "It's okay that I can't get this right now, but I can keep trying." Feedback. The only thing important about feedback is what the student does with it. Focus on the process, not the end result. Limit praise that judges intelligence or talent, and give honest, constructive feedback. You can't give confidence like it is a gift. And praise for what they accomplish through practice, studying, persistence, and good strategies. Also, use self-talk to model a growth mindset for your students. Here are a few tips to get you started in using a growth mindset in your classroom. Keep a cheat sheet of feedback on a clipboard close to where you teach to help reference when giving students feedback. Use your resources. This is just one of the available resources to help you get started. Hang posters to remind yourself and the students of what a growth mindset looks and sounds like. Keep these essential questions in mind when interacting with your students. Am I a learner? How does my brain work? How does learning change my brain? Can I grow what I know? Am I persistent in solving problems? Do I seek or avoid challenges? How do I know I am doing my best? Is this an opportunity to learn? Why are mistakes wonderful? Do I have a growth mindset? And remember, it's okay to fail, and it is important that you model this for your students as well.